This time, both teams are here and ready to play, so we're going to be getting into the action in just a moment. I'm Tasty Bacon, joined by the one and only Cyber Owl.
And he's ready and waiting with a new set of equipment.
It sounds a lot different. I like it.
Going back to my old casting days with my desk microphone.
So we are already on into the pick and ban phase. And again, we have Team Zenith Esports on the blue side with Forgiven SYN playing on the red. We do see Thresh being the first champion banned away.
So it looks like we also see some new faces coming out of Zenith Esports. We see EMR Amatiel.
Yep.
Curious to see. I'm curious as to why they replaced their old mid laner.
I know they had one of the weeks they actually couldn't make their game because of the fact that they were doing these roster swaps, and they just didn't have a team that was set as their roster with Esports HQ before the game in time. So that was one of the reasons they had to forfeit one of their games. So it was definitely a decision that they had made as a whole, as a team. It wasn't just for this game. Like, this is a full-on rosters change completely for the team. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. Did you see Morgana, Graves, Hecarim, and Tryndamere getting banned away?
I'm a little surprised to see that Tryndamere being banned out here. Possibly Zanza Sanosuke playing a lot of Tryndamere, but I'm not too sure that it was really worthy of a ban. I feel like there are a lot of other champions that could just outshine Tryndamere at every phase.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that ends up. I mean, like you said, it's not really a champion you expect to be too ban heavy. And Sivir going to be the last one taken off the board here by Forgiven SYN. So a little bit more standard bans on the side of Forgiven SYN, taking away the Morgana, Hecarim, and Sivir.
Out of curiosity, can you hear my bird?
Very, very, very faintly, to the point where I don't think anyone on the stream can hear it.
Awesome!
So, Chump John going to be seeing possibly a Malzahar locked in as the first champion selection. Or Sejuani. Okay, Sejuani very likely going to be going over to Smooshy Cake there. Sejuani is still considered to be one of the strongest junglers in the game because of her huge teamfight presence.
That may be so, but one thing that Sejuani does lack, at least now, she lacks any sufficient lockdown for a particular person on the enemy team due to the fact that they reduced the slow on her ultimate by 60% 2 patches ago. And this is why we haven't been seeing as much Sejuani play lately, both in competitive and in solo queue, simply due to the fact that she is just not as strong. Not to say that she's not strong at all, but she's just not as strong as she used to be.
I'm still adamant on the fact that it only nerfed people that couldn't land skill shots, because if you hit that ultimate, it is still incredibly effective, as we do see Jarvan and Rek'Sai being picked up here on the side of Forgiven SYN.
So they nerfed you.
Nope. I have no problem playing Sejuani and pelting people in the face with that ultimate. So, possible Kalista being played. We haven't actually seen much Kalista, even though she's been open in a lot of the games. It looks like we may still not be seeing it, as they are still going to be deciding what champions they want to lock in. Renekton is going to get locked in, very likely for Chump John up in that top lane. Renekton, one of those champions that is really strong early. He scales a bit better into the late game now than he used to, but still not the strongest of scaling.
One thing I really like about Kalista is the amount of kite potential that she has. But at the same time, there are very few players that can play her to the level of skill that you need to actually be able to be successful on her. So it's all basically, it's really just a matter of which player is playing Kalista. Not a lot of them can. But it looks like Corki is going to be potentially laning against Lucian. That's a relatively even matchup, in my opinion.
Yeah, Corki, Lucian, both of them are pretty heavily focused on that mid-game power spike. Corki a little bit more so, I feel, because of the Trinity Force. And now actually a Fizz going to be coming in here as well. Very likely going to be the mid lane Fizz, which I know a lot of the recent trends has been towards having the AD Fizz either in the jungle or the top. But with Jarvan and Rek'Sai already locked in, I don't really see that being a possibility.
Fizz support.
Could be.
Call it now. Fizz support. 100%. Totally happening. Oh, that's the Angry Cow and LeBlanc being locked in there for Zenith Esports. Alistair also coming back into prominence, especially against so many gap-closing champions. He can do very well against Fizz, Corki, Rek'Sai, Jarvan. Basically everyone on their team. So it was a nice pickup there by Santasmic. And LeBlanc being picked up there to lane against the Fizz. LeBlanc-Fizz matchup, it's a relatively skill-based matchup. However, I believe it favors LeBlanc simply due to the fact that she does have more burst.
Lulu being locked in this last pick there. I am not a fan of Lulu in this composition. I love Lulu in certain comps, but anytime you see Lulu come out, it's usually a composition where they want to just protect a single member, like protect the AD carry. You see in the Juggermaw compositions and things like that. They don't really have a team comp that is focused around protecting the Corki in this situation. So I'm not a huge fan of the Lulu pickup.
I don't like Lulu as a champion at all, just saying. I really don't like that champion. I don't like how popular she is as a champion. I don't want to play this champion. I don't like this champion. Simple as that. When I'm playing Kog'Maw, I do not want to see a Lulu.
Well, you're going to have to suck it up and deal with it because the fire Pokemon is going to be coming out with the Lulu this game. As we are just about to get into that delay, we can take a look at the summoner spells of choice. We now see on the side of Zenith Esports, we have Chump John in the top lane playing that Renekton using the Smite teleport combination, which has been just growing ever so increasingly popular. I am fully expecting that to get a nerf because it seems like Riot seems to be like every time that a strategy comes up that they aren't intended, like a Smite going into a lane, they just immediately figure out a way in the next patch to just nerf it so that you don't do it anymore. So I'm fully expecting that to happen. We then have Smooshy Cake in the jungle on the Sejuani. EMR Emetiel, I believe is, I don't know, I'm sure he'll have to message us afterwards to correct our pronunciation. In the mid lane on LeBlanc choosing the Ignite. And then Virus and Samtasmic will be rounding out the composition in the AD carry and support roles. Heal and Ignite as the summoner spells of choice for them.
And coming out of Forgiven Sin, we see Zanza Sanosuke on that Jarvan. Grither. On that Rek'Sai, Dr. Demon on that Fizz in the mid lane. My Buns, Your Oven is Corki AD carry. And the Fire Pokemon as garbage champion support.
So we have both two champions, there are two players that will have to message us afterwards for the proper pronunciation of their name. But in the meantime, though, teams are going to be getting themselves, they're already in, obviously, because of the way spectate mode works. So we'll just be waiting a couple more minutes, a little over a minute. That's how much time. That's what that number says.
Hashtag blame Bishop.
Agreed. Hashtag blame Bishop indeed. So we are, as mentioned, just about a minute away from getting onto the loading screen. Now, looking at the two team comps, I have to say I do just like the team of Zenith a bit better. While there is some lockdown and a good amount of CC in a small focused area from Forgiven Sin with the Jarvan of Rek'Sai and Lulu, and I guess even Fizz a bit as well. I feel like there's just a lot more mobility and just the tankiness to come out from Zenith that I feel like they're going to have the early game advantage and be able to just snowball that into a late game advantage.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. their team, if they have a strong laning phase team, if they're able to get ahead of Forgiven Sin here, I do not anticipate an easy time towards the mid and late game.
So we are now loading on over to the loading screen. In just a moment, it'll actually be showing up. Hopefully. Hopefully client doesn't crash. There we go. Yay. Getting on in, we do see on the side of Zenith, we have a pool party Renekton, classic Sejuani, prestigious LeBlanc, a hired gun Lucian, and sweeper Alistar.
And Unforgiven Sin on the red side, we see Dragon Slayer, Jarvan the Fourth, Eternum Rek'Sai, Fisherman Fizz, Hot Rod Corki, and No Skin Lulu.
So pretty even on the skins. No mental advantages to be had there from the skin intimidation factor. But we are going to be getting on into the Rift, and both teams in LCS order. Much love going out to both Forgiven Sin and Zenith Esports for that, making our jobs easier. Yeah, no hatred yet today. Yet we do still have one more game. We'll have to see if Warriors Anonymous and Static can prevent the hate from coming out. But we are going to be. Everyone's loading in now. Champions appearing. Just gonna wait for those gates to go down, and we can get to the action, which is what we're all here for. We're all here for big team fights, lots of kills, buildings getting blown up.
The only thing we're here for is that very weird mural at the top of the red side.
Very weird mural at the top of red side. Which one is that? I'm looking for it now.
Look between the two towers.
Between the two towers.
And then look towards the top map. There you go.
There's it's all like cracked and stuff too.
Yep.
Huh, that's interesting. We spy something new every. Let's see if there's duck. Nope, no duck today.
No duck in the river?
No duck in the river.
Where's the frog?
Let's see. Has the frog jumped off the cliff yet? Yep, the frog has already jumped.
No.
Yes. You gotta love the little things about this map, the new map that Riot made. There's just so many little. I mean, I didn't even know about that mural like this far into the season. So there's little things that you spot every so often.
It is new.
I mean, the duck I just learned
new.
about a couple weeks ago. So, but it's just nice that there's all these little hidden things that you find throughout the map.
I know that there's a bard symbol still somewhere on the map. I don't remember where though.
I think that was down here. Is it? Is it down here? See if I can find it quickly before things happen. Nope, I don't think so. I know there is one too, but
oh wait, no, that's not it.
But either way, minions have spawned. Champions spawned about a minute and 50 seconds ago, but minions have spawned, are on their way into the lanes, and we are underway. And going very aggressive.
He's not too much of a fan of that LeBlanc, I'll assume.
Apparently not. And they're trying to assert his dominance early on. As we did see both junglers starting on their Krug side of the map. However, Renekton actually cleared out the Raptors, while J4 is just going to lane after leashing for Rek'Sai. So Renekton going to have that instant level 2 as he teleports on up. Pretty much a standard start.
Not exactly instant, but still.
Instantly level 2 once he got to lane. He went to lane with level 2, so I guess that's the better way to word it.
I will say this though, Jarvan shouldn't have too much of a hard time against Renekton, simply due to his passive providing a nice amount of burst damage. If he just like waits for Renekton to get close enough, auto attacks him once, he'll be winning trades.
And I'm liking what we're seeing from this Lulu thus far, doing a lot of harassment onto the Alistar, just auto-attacking him whenever she can, getting procs off that Spell Thief's Edge to increase her gold.
She's auto-attacking him a lot,
there's
not exactly doing much. And that's going to be Corki getting knocked up by the Headbutt Pulverize, but he's not going to be going down. He's going to be eating a piercing light as well. Oh, and we see Dr. Demon getting taken very low. One more auto attack should be able to do it. First blood going over to Amatiel out of Zenith Esports.
He did proc that clone from the LeBlanc, but unfortunately got caught by the ethereal chains, and not much you can do if you get stunned up against the LeBlanc like that early.
Chumpjon getting very aggressive against Zanza Sanosuke. And honestly, it's the way it seems right now, it's like, I don't know why he went ahead and started Crystalline Flask against Renekton. It just seems counterproductive. But we see Corki eating a lot of damage from that Piercing Light and auto attacks coming out of Virus. So right now, it seems like on all fronts, Zenith Esports is doing exceptionally well.
Yeah,
CS leads on all ends.
Yeah, CS lead all across the board, already leading up to 1,000 gold lead just 4 minutes in, purely based on that CS and the 1 kill, of course. And LeBlanc already having a big lead over Fizz in terms of CS, and the kill is going to just make life extremely difficult for Dr. Demon in the mid lane.
I will say this though, with the way Dr. Demon has been playing, he needs to tone it down just a notch. He is against a LeBlanc. It's a laner that you can't exactly burst down right away at the beginning of the match, which it seems like what he's trying to do. And he's going to be caught up by the Ethereal Chains once again, eating quite a bit of poke damage. One thing to note though, LeBlanc does not have her Ignite, and both flashes are up for both mid laners.
Yeah.
Oh, and we see Amatiel going again with the trade. The Ethereal Chains does land. He's going to be going to do quite a bit of burst damage. Fizz forced to burn a flash. Flash burn by LeBlanc, and that's going to be the auto attack out of her, picking up the kill onto Fizz. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we see Rek'Sai making her way down bot lane. She's going to be looking to try and get the kill onto Alistar, but he flashes away behind, in front of the Lucian, escaping the damage from the Prey Seeker.
And the one really nice thing about that gank or not gank, but the kill in mid lane, LeBlanc used her distortion, flashed forward to get the kill, and then popped her W to jump back and get out of tower range, only taking 1 hit. So avoiding taking unnecessary damage in the mid lane while still picking up the kill. It was a really great job knowing that that 1 auto attack was going to be enough to get the kill, and just going in, picking it up, and jumping right back out.
Oh, and we see Smushike coming down to the bot lane. She's going to be trying to get the slow onto the Lulu. Headbutt Pulverize coming out of the Alistar. Ignite is sticking onto the Lulu. One more auto attack should do it. Is she going to go down? Yes, she does. Phantasmic picking up the kill on the fire Pokemon. Virus taken extremely low there by Corki thanks to that Phosphorus Bomb, but he should be okay, and he's just going to be farming up even more. However, My Buns Your Oven is sticking around, not quite confident that he's going to be able to pick up the kill, so he's just going to back off and play the safe game instead.
Yeah, definitely a wise decision there. Though he's actually now going to stick around. He has to be careful of the fact that if Sejuani decides to just return, which she's very likely not going to, assuming that...
Oh, we see the Phosphorus Bomb coming out of My Buns Your Oven. Virus taking extremely low still. He's going to maybe be trying to get the return burst onto Corki, but it's going to be not too much there. We see Dr. Demon getting caught out again. The Ethereal Chains is sticking. The Ignite is sticking from the block as well. Another Ethereal Chains, and that's going to be Amatiel picking up another kill onto the Fizz.
Beautiful patience there from Amatiel, waiting out the Playful Trickster to throw out those chains. As soon as he landed, she threw those chains out, caught him with it. There's just nothing he could do at that point. Picked up another stun, another kill, and she's now sitting at 3-0, looking very, very strong on LeBlanc.
Not only that, she has double his CS.
Yeah, she's going to be going back to base now and finishing off the Fiendish Codex. Or no, she actually canceled the recall. So she has the finished Fiendish Codex, but I'm curious to see what she's going to be picking up next. Sitting on about 800 gold, looking to make a roam up to this top lane.
There's a very good chance that she's going to be going for the very early Luden's Echo, simply due to the fact that it provides a nice amount of burst.
Oh
my god,
goodness.
Zanza Sanosuke taken extremely low there. If that chain did land, that would have been a definite kill. However, Rek'Sai in the top lane, just making sure that tower gets defended. Fizz going to be pushing into the mid lane. Phantasmic being a very angry cow, pushing away the Yordle. Oh, Gryther going to be caught in a very awkward spot here. There goes the frozen prison, Glacial Prison coming out of the Sejuani. Is the Renekton going to be able to get the kill onto Gryther? One more auto attack should be able to do it. And that is going to be Dominus picking up the kill for Chumpjon there. And that's going to be the Cataclysm coming out of Zanza Sanosuke. He's going to be fighting Chumpjon. I don't know if you want to do that. That is a Renekton that had his ultimate popped. However, he should be able to be just fine there in the top lane. I don't think he's going to chase onto the two members of Zenith here. Virus taken very low here by Corki and Lulu, forced to pop his health pots there. He does still have heal though. Dr. Demon is getting manhandled here in this mid lane, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's really not much else you could say about it other than that he is just being completely bossed around. LeBlanc in absolute control of that lane. But down in this bottom lane, while they are 20 CS behind on My Buns Your Oven, they still have that burst potential. We just saw it. They took Virus so incredibly low in really just one rotation of abilities. So they do still have potential down there, but it's not looking good. Is Rek'Sai not going to make a successful gank this time around?
Ooh, we see Amatiel chasing onto Dr. Demon. There's the ethereal chains yet again, and there's the fish. Chum the Water's missing though. So looks like Dr. Demon's going to be forced to back off here. Basically running the risk of going down to that LeBlanc yet again, as LeBlanc is very good at diving towers.
Yeah, Amatiel doing another great job using that distortion to dodge unnecessary damage. She saw the fish start to come out and just immediately popped that distortion going back to her original location and avoided all the damage because of it.
We see Greither trading a little bit with this LeBlanc. LeBlanc going to be throwing out the ethereal chains. The double ethereal chains coming out. Is she going to get the kill? Yes, she does with the distortion, picking up the kill onto the Rek'Sai. Not where you wanted to be. You're not stacking magic resist. You have a chilling blade, that frozen knife thing, and 2 long swords. We see Flash being burned there by Amatiel in the mid lane, forced to run away from that Fizz. Smooshy Cake and Santasmic gonna get... That was a beautiful headbutt pulverize combo out of that Alistair, knocking up 2 members of Forgiven Sin. And it's gonna be the fire Pokemon maybe going down here. A few more auto attacks should be able to do it. Red buff is ticking. And that's gonna be Santasmic picking up the kill with the headbutt. However, My Buns Your Oven does pick up the kill onto Smooshy Cake with the Phosphorus Bomb. Santasmic on a very awkward spot here. The culling comes out from Lucian. And Dr. Demon maybe going to be able to pick up the kill here. Ignite is ticking onto Santasmic, and he is going to go down. Dr. Demon picking up the kill there with an auto attack.
Yeah, so 2 kills going on over to Forgiven Sin, as maybe Xena chasing a little bit too far for those 2 kills. Or for the 1 kill that they were trying to get onto the Lulu. They did pick it up, but lost 2 in the process, so not exactly worth it. I mean, giving a kill over to Corki and Fizz, also the 2 you don't want it on, but LeBlanc still just throwing her weight around. Taking the distortion back. She wants it. Nope, not gonna go for it there.
She knows Rek'Sai is waiting right there in the wings, so she can't exactly be too aggressive at running the risk of dying herself.
Yeah, picking up that tower, though, that's going to really open up that mid lane and open up LeBlanc for roaming even more than she has been. We've really only seen her leave the lane once. Now is to go up top. But now that she has that outer tower down, she's going to be able to move all over the map and really just do what she wants because she is so strong.
Oh, we see Renekton getting engaged on here in the top lane. He does pop the dominance. He's looking to try and get the kill onto Greither. He does get the kill. Sansa Sanosuke, his second target here. Is he going to be able to take him down as well? Waiting for the W. He does get it. One more attack. Is he going to throw out the Q? That's going to be the double kill going over to Chump John. That is not the fight that Forgiven Sin wanted. They fought a tanky Renekton while he had his ultimate popped and did not move from next to him. They didn't kite him around.
Yeah, not only that, but Renekton already has his finished Skirmisher Saber with the enchantment. So he's already has that, extra damage reduction from using the smite, as well as the true damage, and of course the effects of Dominus. Whereas you look at Zanza Sanosuke, he only had the chain vest and
that was a beautiful Glacial Prison there out of the Sejuani. One more auto attack does pick up the kill onto the Fizz, though. Amatiel just walking into tower range for that, saying, oh, he's gonna live. Nope.
Yeah, so what I was thinking for was Chump John fighting against the Rek'Sai and the Jarvan. Jarvan has no damage whatsoever. Oh, actually, this is going to be a kill for...
Cake is going to be in a very bad position here. Greither picking up the kill onto that Sejuani. Backing in a very weird spot.
Yeah, I think having just cleared out some of those camps and had hoped that there was nobody there, unfortunately did get found and cleaned up by Forgiven Sin.
Oh, nice amount of damage coming out of Virus onto the Corki. However, he did also throw out the culling there. So he's going to be at a slight disadvantage ability-wise. He's going to be forced to back off here soon, seeing as how he is not only low on mana, but he is getting low in terms of health. And there goes Phantasmic getting the engage onto the fire Pokemon with the Headbutt Pulverize. Virus taking extremely low here. Are we going to see the Valkyrie coming out from Corki? He's throwing out the rockets, but he's not going to be able to get the kill there. That's a flash burned by Virus. And in the top lane, we see Chumpjon taking the top lane tower for second tower of the game here for Zenith Esports. And this is going to be the Phosphorus Bomb landing onto the Alistair. He's going to be just fine, though. He did have Unbreakable Will turned on, so he is not going to be taking a lot of damage. 70% damage reduction on all fronts.
Yeah, so Alistair and Renekton, both of them starting to get very, very tanky now. Especially this Renekton having picked up the 2 cloth armors and that Giant's belt. He's just gonna be, he literally doesn't even care about Zanza Sanosuke, because again, there is no damage whatsoever from this Jarvan. He's been just trying to build tanky to survive against Renekton, and it hasn't been working. Renekton has had complete control of that lane, and again, Amatiel in this. Oh
and we see the fire Pokemon getting engaged with that sudden flash distortion out of LeBlanc, catching her off guard. That's going to be another kill picked up for Amatiel.
And again, just knowing the damage is so crucial to playing a champion like LeBlanc. Amatiel just knowing that if I go in and land all of my abilities, this is going to be a kill even though it's under the tower. So just using the flash, jumping in, getting the chains, and then standing there waiting for the chains to get that second proc before jumping back out of the tower range and walking away with a 6th kill of the game.
Chumpjon very aggressive here. Zanza Sanosuke going to be caught out there by the Glacial Prison out of Sejuani. And Jarvan is actually going to be able to escape here. There goes the Chondo Waters onto Smooshy Cake. Doesn't do a lick of damage. And Amatiel picking up the kill with the Ethereal Chains onto the Jarvan. Double kill going over to Amatiel now. Onto the Rek'Sai. Is it gonna be the triple? Dr. Demon gonna be taken extremely low here, forced to flash away. Amatiel should have distortion up soon, and that's gonna be a triple kill going over to Amatiel on that LeBlanc, now sitting at 9-0-0.
Yeah, I'm almost a little surprised that she did start with the Athene's Unholy Grail. Kind of figured, as you mentioned, it may have been the...
Is it gonna be the Quadra? Maybe that is gonna be the fourth kill going over to Amatiel. Now legendary at 10-0-0 on that LeBlanc.
Yeah, unofficial Quadra kill there, as it was too long between kills to get it recorded fully. But Zenith just looking to push in this mid lane right now. They're just...
Did Breither just smite the LeBlanc clone?
I'm not
a minion.
Sure. I think maybe he was just trying to get the Chilling Smite onto LeBlanc.
No, he was attacking the clone and just smiting it.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
I'm not sure. I didn't actually see it myself, so...
Poor Amatiel not getting that blue buff. Didn't calculate the damage this time. One thing to note though, there hasn't been a single dragon this game.
Yeah, 17 minutes in, and Dragon still hasn't been touched. As Forgiven Sin may actually want to look for that, because a lot of people from Zenith have recalled, but they don't exactly know that.
And here comes a teleport out of Chumpjon. He's looking to find a Dr. Demon, and he's going to eat a Chondo Waters as well, but Virus is going to be here as well, giving him the support he needs. And that's going to be the Wild Growth going out onto Dr. Demon. However, I don't know what's that really going to do. Chumpjon's still going in for the chase. We see Grider going to be taken down 1v1 against Smooshy Cake. Zanza Sanosuke going to be going down as well to Smooshy Cake as well. Double kill going over to her. And that's going to be a kill going over to Chumpjon now on a rampage. He's going to be popping the Dominus, looking to get the kill onto the Dr. Demon. He actually survives as well. And that's going to be 4 kills going over to Zenith Esports, losing no members.
Yeah, that was a really clean engagement for Zenith, despite the fact that there was only a couple members there. And now we do finally see the first dragon being started by Zenith here at 18 minutes for the first dragon of the game. They are going to be taking this inner turret in bottom lane, and again, this has been all Zenith Esports all game long. Ever since, from the onset, they've just been dominant in lane, which is what we kind of predicted, that they were going to look to win the laning phase and just carry it over into the late game. And when you have a LeBlanc getting 10 kills, that is a very, very good way to translate an early game advantage into the late game.
Amateo looking to get this.
Oh, wow.
Incredible burst out of Amateo, landing a full combo. That Luden's Echo just showing how much burst it provides. It basically is still like having DFG. Oh, Zanza Sanosuke gonna be caught in a spot here as well. He's gonna be going down. Maybe Amateo not gonna go for it actually. And neither is Samtasmic. Samtasmic probably gonna be going down here. Dr. Demon picking up the kill there. Ignite is ticking onto Zanza Sanosuke. He should be fine though.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit too aggressive. Amateo, knowing that she wasn't going to be able to get out because there were 4 members of Forgiven Sin right there waiting. But unfortunately,
I don't know. I feel like she could have distortioned fast enough.
Not if Lulu was quick enough with the polymorph.
That is very true. 1 point for Bacon. Just 1.
So even still, though, it's with that death from Fantastic. It's only the 4th kill of the game, while Zenith has 20. This is again just I don't really see a way for Forgiven Sin to get back into this game at the current stage. It's just too much of a lead. Almost a 20,000 gold lead 20 minutes into the game is just it's pretty much insurmountable at this point. They're going to continue trying to, but again, just, there's no damage. There's none of them have really been able to get their damage up, except for Corky has his Trinity Force now, but that is such a late Trinity Force, and you compare it to Lucian, who has 2 items completed.
And not only that, the Trinity Force isn't going to do all that much with the heavy armor on Zenith Esports, and we see Sejuani going to pick up the kill onto the Rek'Sai, Renekton picking up the kill onto Lulu, and LeBlanc onto the Corky. That's 3 kills going down, one after another for Zenith Esports. They're looking to end the game here.
Yeah, they're just going to be pushing straight in. They have Renekton and Alistar to tank up these towers. Dr. Demon doing what he can.
Oh, Dr. Demon might actually get a kill here. Chumjang going to be taken extremely low here. Is he going to go down? No, he does not. That's going to be the ace for Zenith Esports, and that's definitely going to be the game. Actually,
I don't know.
They can't.
It may not
They're
be enough.
They're going to have to back off unless they want to risk the fight. They do
know,
not have Sejuani ultimate. They do not have Renekton ultimate. So they're going to have to be relatively careful. Oh, we see Virus picking up the kill onto Rek'Sai. That was an incredible amount of burst coming out of Amateo and Sejuani in conjunction with Virus there.
Yeah, they're just waiting for this next super minion wave to come in. There's only 3 people to defend it, and they still have some pretty solid health bars. They do have some really low health bars, though. But that tower is down, and they're going to be looking to finish right here.
Oh, and Smooshy Cake just barely living here. Dr. Demon looking maybe to get the kill. He gets a kill onto Samtasmic, looking to go for another. Dr. Demon is going to be fighting Virus. Virus going to be taken extremely low here. Wild Growth goes out onto Dr. Demon. He's going to be going down. Piercing light up from Lelouch, picking up the kill there onto him. The culling going out onto Zanza Sanosuke, but it's not going to do enough. And that's going to be Amateo picking the kill onto the Corky with a distortion as well. That's another 2 kills going over to Zenith Esports here. Now it is a 20,000 gold lead at 21, or actually 22 minutes.
And just when it looks like they're going to fully disengage, it looked like LeBlanc had already backed off of that fight and everything. And then all of a sudden, she just jumps back in, seeing an opportunity for another kill, jumps in, grabs it, and gets back out. And again, just looking at the items, it's just so heavily one-sided right now. LeBlanc with 2 items fully finished and another needlessly large rod, and technically 3 items because her boots are finished too. You look over at Fizz, he doesn't have a single full item yet. The only full items on the team are the Trinity Force, Thornmail, and the jungle item from Rek'Sai.
We see Grinder going to be taking extremely low here. Amateo picking up the kill as again, Dr. Demon going to be the next target. Chump John taking that kill now for himself. And the only deaths are on Alistar and Sejuani here. This is definitely going to be the game for Zenith Esports now. 30-5 at 23 minutes. 14-0-6 on that LeBlanc.
Yeah, Zenith Esports just absolutely dominant in this game. Going to be moving themselves up to a 3-2 record now on the regular season, and you gotta wonder. I mean, they're technically in first place now. as they just have an extra game played over Supernova and Team Cave Gaming. But actually, no. Technically, Team Cave is in first because Team Cave is sitting at 3-1, while Zenith is at 3-2. So they do.
Yep.
Team Cave has the lead in the lost column, but you have to wonder if Zenith had 2 forfeits. That's what their 2 losses are. And so it makes you wonder if they didn't have to forfeit those games, would they be sitting undefeated with the ranks of Inertia, Warriors Anonymous, or DreamHack? So definitely going to make things interesting in Division D going forward for the second half of the season. But congratulations to them again, having another strong showing, and every game that they've played has been a strong showing from them. So we'll have to see how things shape up the rest of the season. But for now, we are going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have Warriors Anonymous taking on Static out of the Division B. So make sure you stick around for that game. We will be back shortly.